today we are diving into 10 things that shock foreigners when they visit Kampala City, Uganda. Whether you're planning to travel here, move here, or you're just curious about life in Kampala, some of these will definitely surprise you. Kampala is one of the liveliest cities in East Africa, but it also has its own unique culture, lifestyle, and everybody realities that leave visitors speechless. Let's get into it. Hi guys, my name is Harriet Anabo. I'm a content creator from Kampala, Uganda. And in case you don't know me, kindly check me out. Today I'm so excited. I'm going to talk about the 10 things that actually shock foreigners when they visit Kampala City. Are you guys ready for this topic? Let me know in the comment section. All right, let me start with the first topic, which goes traffic and boda-bodas everywhere. Now I think I've talked about this like a lot of times. Like most of the time actually when people come to Uganda, they always experience this thing of boda-bodas. Okay, I think this thing is similar to the matatu culture. When people visit Kenya because of the matatu culture, I mean, you cannot go to Kenya and don't visit matatu culture. So I'm just giving it as an example. Okay, so even here in Uganda there's a lot of traffic and boda-bodas everywhere. So I think this shocked foreigners whenever they visit Kampala, because whenever someone comes to Kampala, they can never miss talking about boda-bodas. And again, for those ones who don't know boda-bodas are just motorbikes which can just maneuver around Kampala, because most of the time I think why there are so many is because when you want to maneuver around Kampala, you find people just jump on them like very fast. Though sometimes they can be like somehow dangerous, so you have to be very, very careful. So guys, let me also talk about the crazy traffic jams. Now it's always crazy traffic jam. Whenever you visit Kampala, you see jam, like especially in the peak hours, like in the evening times. You find people leave work like in the evening. If you're that person who leaves work in the evening late, you will find jam. So there's always, Uganda is known for traffic jam, crazy traffic jam. Okay, motorbike taxis, boda-bodas weaving through cars. Now you find, this is what I've been talking about. Boda-bodas are good, yes, in Kampala, but you have to be with a safety gear, like that element on your head, because you never know, because sometimes these boda riders of us, the way they ride us, you can think they have no any other life. The way they ride us, it's crazy. Yeah, so you have to be very cautious. Okay guys, let's also talk about Rolex, not the watch. I know some of you, when I talk about Rolex, you know the watches and all that. Now we have something called Rolex, which is a chapati rolled with eggs or with vegetables. Sometimes they put even cabbages, something like that. So you find foreigners, when they hear the word Rolex, they expect a luxury watch. This is really funny because we have something called Rolex here in Uganda. It's one of the street foods. I mean, you cannot come to Uganda and you don't taste the Rolex, guys. I mean, it is one of the common street foods that we have here, and it is something that actually looks like a snack, whereby you can just order it and you move around with it. So you find when foreigners come to Uganda, they get so shocked about the Rolex. I mean, it tastes so good. For those ones who don't know, it's just a chapati. They roll it. That's why they call it a Rolex. Chapati rolled with eggs. Okay. In Kampala, it's Uganda's famous street food. I mean, you cannot come to Uganda and you don't taste a Rolex. Rolexes are almost everywhere. I remember when I went to Kenya and I was looking for street foods, I expected to get a Rolex. Like, it was so hard for me to get a Rolex, So like the way it's beat here in Uganda, because they even actually do festivals of Rolex. That is how much it is very famous in Kampala. So you cannot miss to coming to Kampala and you don't taste Rolex. Let me also talk about the late night lifestyle. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Kampala is known to be the capital city that doesn't sleep. I think I always talk about this, and most of the time people tell me, is this right? But this is true, guys. People don't sleep in Kampala. There are a lot of nightclubs. Like literally, you can find a street, especially Kololo, that side of Kololo. You can find the street has almost like 5 clubs. You leave this club, you go to, like in a night you can go to 5 clubs or 3 clubs in just one night. So there are a lot of late night lifestyle. Kampala never sleeps. I've never been to any place that is just like Kampala, because people don't sleep here. I don't know if it's because we have like too much freedom here, but If you want to have the best nightlife, Bugolovi, Kololo, those are the places. There are clubs, street food, and boda-bodas at 3 a.m. Literally, you can find a boda-boda at 3 a.m. because they know people go out like in the night. If you don't want to get an Uber, but I feel like Ubers are very safe because me, whenever I move out in the night, I always order for Ubers because I mean the cars, not the boda-bodas. Because if you want the normal boda-bodas, they're also there. But for your safety, I always tell people, like, if you are new in the country, always mind about your safety. Your safety should be number one. So you have to either order for an Uber so that you can maneuver around like safely. Like, it is always safe to move around with Uber. That's it. But you can find even street foods in the night. Like, people really work. People work from morning to morning in Kampala because people party even late night. Okay, so that also shocks foreigners whenever they visit Kampala. Let me talk about the hospitality and friendliness. Guys, I'm not even bragging on this, but I always say Uganda is that one country that has got the best hospitable people. Like, people here are friendly. Literally, why I say that is because most times people ask me, why is it that people in Uganda are very nice? But this is so true because you find like now someone just comes and approaches me, they don't know where they're going, I can literally just direct them, or I can even tell them, can I take you there? That is how nice Ugandans are. So I'm not even sugarcoating on this, starting from the immigration, the app, everywhere. People are just so nice in Uganda. We are known to be hospitable and friendly. Strangers greet you, ask where you're from, invite you over. Like, that is it. Like, the warmth that we give people, like, I mean, it shocks them in a good way because literally you go to places and you don't expect people to treat you like that. So that one really, really shocks them. Let's talk about the hustle culture. Everyone is working on something now. Uganda, I think there's a video that I made and I was telling people, I went to Kenya and it was kind of similar to Uganda because the way people work so hard there. So we also have this thing of hustle culture here in Uganda. You can literally find Gen Zs, everyone working to earn something. So people here are real hustlers. Everyone is literally working on something. You cannot find someone idling around. Okay, so that is Uganda for you. So I think also that one shocks foreigners, like whenever they come to Uganda or whenever they come to Kampala, because Kampala is really one place you find like people are hustling, like working so hard. You find mamas on the streets. I've done videos and you can find people, vendors, like street vendors, especially in the evening time. You find like street vendors when they are working like so hard, selling things and all that, yeah, like groceries. Though sometimes actually KCCA does not allow them. Like, KCCA is that organization that does not allow too much littering in the city. Vendors to side hustles, survival energy is everywhere. This is what I've been talking about. Like, you find street hustlers, side hustles. Like, people are hustling everywhere. There's survival energy everywhere. Like here in Kampala, you find, especially like the Gen Zs, like the young people, we have this thing of not being employed. Like, people here, especially the Gen Zs, like the young people, like getting employed, sometimes you cannot get a job. Like, someone finishes school and then they expect like to get an office job, but at the end of it all, you don't get what you studied. So you find people are just surviving to earn a living. People are doing side hustles. People are working so hard to earn a living. So that is Kampala for you. Yeah. So you find this one also shocks foreigners. Like, these are things that shock foreigners when they find, you can usually find like a young kid selling sweets, selling bags on the street, selling maize, like the corn, the sweet corn. Yeah, so you find like even the young kids having a tender age, you find them working so hard. So I think that one is another thing that, surprises foreigners whenever they visit Kampala, because Kampala is a place that you find hustlers, Yeah, from street vendors to side hustles. Yes, the city's mix of rich and poor. Luxury homes in Kololo and Muyenga. Now, if you wanna find the rich neighborhoods, I think places like Kololo, Muyenga, places like Chanja, places like Chisas, you find there the rich. So in the city, there is a mix of the poor and the rich. Yeah. So you find people get shocked, like foreigners get shocked to see this. Like, when you leave the capital city, like the CBD downtown, you always find those rich areas. Uptown, you don't find like too much chaos, because for us we call it the organized chaos. So you don't find like too much border chaos in places like Kololo, places like Muyenga, places like a lot of them, yeah. So that one also shocks foreigners when they visit Uganda. There are luxurious homes actually in Kololo, but very, very expensive and Muyenga. Literally, you cannot get a house that is so cheap in places like that. Just minutes away from crowded Owino market or slums. So it's just minutes away. Like you leave the CBD, you go to the rich areas. So you find at this minute you are in the CBD or you're in Owino in a crowded area. Because Owino is one of the crowdiest markets that we have here. Actually, it reminds me of Gikomba markets. Yeah, so it's one of the crowdiest markets. Owino market. There is also Nakasero. Nakasero is where you find foreigners going to go and do shopping, grocery shopping, foods, and all that. So you find it's just a few minutes from Owino or slums to areas like the rich areas like Kololo, Muyenga, places like that. Yeah. So that one, I think also the city's mix of rich and poor shocks foreigners when they visit Kampala. Let me talk about the churches and religion everywhere. Guys, I don't know, but Kampala is full of churches, mosques, and spiritual life. Like, literally, I don't know if people are doing this for business nowadays, but you find like in Kampala has got like a lot of churches nowadays, mosques almost everywhere. Like you find even these small churches for born agains, like literally everywhere. Guys, don't come for me, but there is literally churches everywhere. So you'll be like, okay, now where am I going to go and pray from? Because people are making churches almost everywhere. You know, religion plays a big role in everyday culture. Yeah, that's it. Let me talk about the food portions and variety. Big plates of matoke, rice, beans, meat, often at low very cost. Now there is a video that I made when I went to Soweto market, which is inside Owino market, where you find like varieties of foods like matoke, beans, posho, rice, sweet potato, cassava, things like that. Like you find them in this place like at a low cost, at a very cheap cost. Like literally when my friends come, let's say from Kenya, Tanzania, anywhere, where they come and they want to have the experience of the local foods, I always take them to that market and they always get shocked, like because literally you can find like a whole plate of food, like food having rice, matoke, beans, meats, and they're giving it to you at only $1, even less than $1, of which you cannot find that in some other countries. So Uganda is a place that has got variety of foods. I think Uganda is known to be the only country in East Africa that has got variety of foods. Like we are so rich in food. It's known for food. Uganda is known for being rich in food. So that one also shocks foreigners to see someone eating a whole plate, having every type of food for only $1 or even less than $1, you know. Yeah. There are also fresh fruits everywhere. There's a market called Nakasero market. When you go to that market, actually, you will find like fresh fruits, every type of food, every type of fruit, even foods that they eat in China. You can find fruits that they eat in China. You can find them in that market, because that market usually is for foreigners. Like you find foreigners when there's so many like this, and they have come to shop from there. Yeah. So that one also shocks foreigners. Let me talk about the cash over cards. Now many places don't use cards. I think if you're coming from the diaspora, you don't expect using a lot of cards. You're not going to be swiping almost everywhere, because here we are known for cash. Like literally everywhere people ask for cash. I think we should change on that. I think that one should be changed, because when I went to Kenya, it was something different. Like they use literally M-Pesa everywhere. Someone goes to the market, they're using M-Pesa. Someone is boarding a boda-boda, you pay the boda-boda guy with M-Pesa, like with your phone. You just transact, you know. So I think we should bring that also here. But whenever you come to Uganda, don't expect to use a lot of cards. Money and cash are king. Now here, we use mobile money, but not everywhere. Yes, mobile money is just like M-Pesa in Kenya. We use mobile money, but not everywhere. Maybe you can use mobile money in shopping malls. You can use mobile money also when you go to the retail shops, yeah, places like that. But cash is the king. Cash and mobile money are the king here in Uganda. Let me talk about the Ugandan time. I think this also shocks people who are coming from the diaspora when they see the Ugandan time. Things don't always start on time. I I think this one, a lot of people have complained about it. Like most of my friends, like when they come to Uganda, they always say, why is that Ugandans don't keep time? And not only us, East Africans, we have this thing of not maintaining time. Like time, we are poor when it comes to time management. So this one always disturbs people. Like it always shocks foreigners. Things don't always start on time. Like you try to tell someone we meet at this time, they'll come 2 hours or 1 hour after the time you've told them. I don't know if it is in us, but guys, I'm not even proud of it. But I feel like Ugandans, like we are so known for not keeping time. You promise someone I'm going to come at this time, you come at a different time. So I think this one also shocks foreigners. If you wanna meet a Ugandan, you tell them meet me at 2. They're going to come at 4 or 3. So those are the 10 things that usually shock foreigners when they first come to Kampala city. Some are funny, some are frustrating, but they all make Kampala unique. Have you ever experienced any of those shocks yourself? Or if you're a foreigner watching, what surprised you most about Uganda? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lifestyle and cultural videos from Uganda. Guys, I remain Harriet Anabo. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched me from beginning to the end, thank you so much. And Team Harriet to the call, you guys are the best. Premier Gang, I cannot forget you guys, because whenever I post a video, you guys are there to watch. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Love is for free. Share the love. Bye bye.